Good afternoon, everybody. It's Chad from Stick's Blog. I'm Stick, and today I want to talk about my GooseFeet Down Pants that I recently got. I got these about maybe 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3 at the most. No, it's probably been between 2 and 3 weeks. Anyway, though, before I get into talking about these specific pants, I just want to do how I typically do in my videos and kind of give you a little background why I got these and how I came to get them. For a while now, I've used my Terramark Grid Fleece. It's like an expedition weight pants. That's what I've been using during the winters to take with me when I go on a backpacking trip. And to be honest, they've worked out fine. So far to date, or in my past experiences, when I'm hiking, I don't generally use long underwear type pants underneath my hiking pants. I just typically hike in my light pair of nylon pants is what I generally hike in, even during the winter, post-holing through the snow or whatever. And I've been finding that. So the reason to get in these is not so I can hike in them. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't want to hike in any kind of down clothing and the temperatures that I'm typically in, even during our winter times. So my basic use for long underwear or some sort of insulation on my bottom portion of my body is basically for camp use and for sleeping in. Now like I said, the Terramark, those Grid Fleece pants that I've been wearing, they've done a great job as far as keeping me warm, in my opinion. But the weight of them, I think they're around 8.5 or 9 ounces, somewhere around there. And of course they're fleece, so they're bulky, so they take up a lot of space. So for about the past 2 years now, I've been wanting to get a pair of down pants to basically swap those out, so I can get those the other ones out of my pack and have something that was maybe a little bit lighter, as well as take up a little bit more room, a little less room, but at the same time provide at least the same amount of warmth or better. So of course down pants were the solution to that for me, in my opinion. However, since I did have those pants and they were working well, whenever I would get up a certain amount of money, I've been getting other items, replacing other items or just buying other items to try. Finally though, at the end of last month, I had the money in hand and I decided, you know what, instead of getting something else, I'm going to get my down pants. So that's how I ended up getting these down pants. Now, before I get into these again, I also want to compare. Now, this is just a general comparison. It's not anything I can base it on by actually having the products. But the 2 pair of pants that I was looking at before these was the Montbell Ultralight Down Inner Pants, as well as the Western Mountaineer Flash Pants. I was looking at the Montbell pants because the few Montbell products I have, I absolutely love. They're great jackets and parkas. I have nothing bad really to say about them. I really enjoy them. So because of my happiness with that product already, that's one reason I consider the Montbell Ultralight Down Inner Pants. As far as the Western Mountaineer Pants, the reason I consider those is because anybody that knows anything about backpacking has probably heard about Western Mountaineer and their excellent reputation. So I really felt like they would be a quality pair of pants, and I felt like they would do me some good. But what I also liked about the Western Mountaineer is that in the butt area, they actually had a bit of reinforced, heavier duty material. Typically because, you know, when you sit down on them, that's where a lot of pressure, you could have an accidental rip or something around your butt. If you sit down on a log, you can kind of move around or something. So those were the pants that I was considering. Both of those pair of pants are listed on the website as having 2 ounces of downfill. Both of those pair of pants on their websites are listed at, I want to say, around 6.5 ounces. Now that doesn't specify for which size in their pants. Each of them had a few different features, as I just kind of mentioned. So I was kind of up in the air about them. However, the last few months, right before I got these pants, I've been looking at the pants that Ben from GooseFeet make. And even before that, John and Bella had sent me some of the pants that Ben had made for him that were made out of Cuban fiber, actually. And I was impressed with the overall general construction. I also have a couple other products by Ben. Actually, at this point now, he's only got 4 products listed on his site, and I have one of each of those products, and I'm really happy with all of the products. Because of that, I decided that I wanted to at least look into these a little more, and the more I looked into them, the more that I liked them, and that's kind of what pushed me over the edge. After realizing all the different options that I could get these pants in, as well as the custom fit, and the same price, I was pretty happy about it. And I actually emailed Ben, and then I actually called Ben and talked to him on the phone. And actually, after he quoted me some specs on some of the pants that he has made, I was just totally blown away and knew that these were going to be the pants for me. So I said, look, dude, I said, a couple weeks, I'm going to have some money, and then I'm going to place an order. So that's what I did. And these are the pants that I ended up getting. And as I said, these are custom made to fit me. Whenever you order these pants, I will say that on his site, if you go to his site and go to his pants, it has a thing that says coming soon. I know you probably can't see that, but it has a thing that says coming soon, but it gives you a lot of options as far as how you want to make your pair of pants that you're going to get. And one thing, he asks you all the different dimensions or sizes. Your hips, your waist, your thigh, your calf, your inseam, all that different stuff. He asks for those. That way when he builds these pants and you get them, they come out of the box custom fit to you. And I thought that was awesome. As well, what really turned me on is the different materials. He has a number of different materials. I want to say his stock material is M90. I could be wrong about that. But he also offers M50, Quantum Pertex, and 10D. As well, he offers a number of different feels. Not feels, but amount of feel. I believe right now, I believe he's using 850 plus downfill, like what he uses with the rest of the items on his site. And I believe that's what's in these. Overall, I'll just kind of tell you a little bit about my pants in specific. Now the pants that I have here are a total weight of 6.2 ounces. And if you remember a while ago when I was talking about the Montbell and Western Mountaineering, they said 6.5 ounces. And it's cool because these are 0.3 ounces less than what's listed for those pants. But the really super cool thing about this is these have 3.5 ounces of 850 plus downfill, whereas the other 2 pair of pants I just mentioned only have 2 ounces. So this has 1.5 ounces more down than the other pair of pants, and they weigh 0.3 ounces less. Now the big way that weight has been saved on these is actually by the shell material. I chose to go with the 8D or 10D is what it's listed on the site now. Just kind of tell you about that a little bit. The 8D or 10D or Nobul, whatever you want to call it, is sold by Titanium Goat. When they first started selling it, it was listed as 8D. Then they realized it was actually a 10D material. But rather than change the name to 10D, they left it at 8D so that nobody would be confused and everybody was on the same track. However, not too long after that, they did decide to go ahead and completely change the name altogether. Same material, but they called it Nobul. After that, they actually got 2 different versions of the same material. Now, overall, it's the same material, but they have different coatings on it. The inside is Nobul 1, which is the exact same, as far as I understand, the exact same 8D material that you would typically get. And the outer is a Nobul 2, which is the exact same material, but it's got a little bit more coating on it, which provides a little more water resistance as well as downproofness. So that's basically what I have. I have the inner is the Nobul 1 and the outer is the Nobul 2. And I've got to tell you, they're awesome pants. The Nobul 1, it feels awesome next to my skin. It's just a really nice feeling pair of pants. As well, they fit me really well too. Now the only features on these pants, it's just a cinch top waist. And he's got I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a shock cord in there, a flat shock cord with a cord lock, and you just cinch those up and tighten them. And then at each foot, he has a little bit of an elastic band around each ankle to kind of help seal off the any kind of drafts or anything from sneaking up at your feet. And that's the only options or the only features that are on these specific pair of pants. Now you can get the pants with a few different other options. One thing I think he offers, zippers. You can get full side zippers on these for an additional price. As well, you can also get the chambers actually baffled rather than sewn through like I did. However, I decided to go with the sewn through simply because I don't feel like I'm going to need baffled chambers in my down pants, because 10 degrees is probably about the lowest that I expect to go to. So, and also, just so you know, you can get anywhere between 2.5 and 8.5 ounces of fill. I opted for 3.5 ounces, and it didn't cost me a dime extra. You can go up, once you get to 4 ounces, every half ounce is an extra $5. But anyway, these are 3.5 ounces, and I gotta say, they're super comfortable. I love them. I carried these with me on my recent Rome Highland hiking trip, and I used these each night. And you know, it was 40 degrees, and I was laying there with these, and I didn't even have to pull the covers over me. I mean, they're great pants. I really love them so far. Of course, those are only 3 nights, so I plan on carrying them with me every trip this year, and you know, just hopefully not wearing them out, but wearing them in. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, if anybody's curious or in the market for a pair of down pants, I highly suggest you go and check these out. These cost $160 shipped to my door with what I have here. And you know, I don't think I would have been any happier with the other pants. Even though I don't have them, I can't say for sure. All I can say is I'm super excited about these pants. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to post them below. As well, if you have anything, I'm sure you can get in touch with Ben at Goose Feet. He'd be more than happy to talk with you and discuss any options or just whatever it is that you want to talk to him about. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.